All right, so everybody, I want to welcome you to my annual vision board party every single year. Since the beginning of the pandemic, we've been doing this vision board party. It kind of started with my girlfriend Donzella and her group with Jaffa Skincare. I went to their vision board party and they do it with their group, and it is awesome. And I was like, you know what? I am adopting that because it helps set our group, everybody on purpose just before the year goes over. And I said, every single year, the last week in December, we want to have a vision board party. So just know that this is something that's going to be ongoing and growing, and you never know where God, the universe, may take us, right? So first, I want to introduce myself real quick. My name is Richelle Dickerson. I'm the CEO of Rhema Financial Solutions. I'm the new senior manager with Experior Financial. Yeah. I just got promoted. I came in and got promoted. I love what I do. We do tax-free retirement plans. We do life insurance, annuities, things like that. So, you know, when you're an entrepreneur, you got to stay what? Focused, right? So this is the reason why we stay fired up and focused. All right. Real quick, short story. I've been in the business since 1992. I quit, came back. The business beat me up. I came back in during the pandemic. A girlfriend of mine recruited me, but at the time I was broke, busted, and disgusted. It was July of 2020. My son and I were door dashing during the pandemic, trying to make ends meet. I was taking food stamps, government welfare, and anything I could. I lost my job. They fired me just before the pandemic because I didn't clock out for the second time. So they fired my butt. And you know, when you get fired in Virginia, they do not pay unemployment, right? So I was scared. So Solomon and I, my 13-year-old son, we were door dashing and trying to make ends meet. And I got online and I said, listen, I need some help. I posted on Facebook, help me. People started cash apping me. Yeah, and that was all good. And that got us by. I can't tell you. We received about $5,000 worth of cash apps just from saying we need some help on Facebook. So, you know, God is good, right? But long story short, my girlfriend said, Richelle, I have something for you. I think that you'll be interested in it. It happened to be WFG. Those of you who know the business, you know what it was. So she showed it to me, and I was like, oh, I know this has got to be the universe, because she doesn't know I was a top producer in the industry back in the 90s. Long story short, I started with financial sales. I was a top producer back in the 90s. So I went back into my friends and I said, have you ever heard of tax-free retirement? And they were in the industry making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they were selling whole life final expense policies. And they were like, no, what is tax-free retirement? What is that? So I recruited 15 people, an IMO, and about 3 licensed agents before I even had a license. Long story short, I hit the $1 million round table in 2020, you know, because the sister was desperate. So you know she hit the MVRD because I was desperate, right? So I hit the $1 million round table in 2020, got my ring, 6-figure ring. Long story short, I hit it again and again, ended up with 28 agents. Then I ran into an opportunity with Experience Financial that I'd never seen before. They offered us shares in the company ownership, and the rest is history. Now we believe by the end of 2023, we can have over 100 licensed and producing agents by the end of 2023. And that is our goal. Right now, I'm right on track to buy a $1 million beach house in Virginia Beach. We're moving there, actually not into the $1 million, but we're moving to the coast this February. So everything that I put on my vision board, I started my vision board in 2020. I put people on my vision board and they came into my agency. I can name names of people that I posted that came into my agency. My first year, I put a 6-figure income, and I can show you where I actually wrote those numbers that I put on my vision board. I actually produced those numbers that I put on my vision board in 2020 and been hitting it and hitting it. I even put Florida on that I was going to Florida, ended up paying for an all expense paid vacation to Florida and took my son to Disney World for the very first time off my vision board from 2020 and 2021. So I'm excited about vision boards because I am going to tell you that they manifest itself. So now I have given hopefully I was less than 3 to 5 minutes. So now I want to open up the floor for you to tell your vision board testimony. All right. And what we are going to do is I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see. And let me see who I am going to call on next. We are going to play a game called Pass the Ball. Corey, you know this game, right, girl? We're going to play this game called Pass the Ball. Mary, you know how this goes. So what we're going to do is pass the ball. And before I do that, though, I want to make sure everybody can see your beautiful faces. Let me see your faces. There we go. All right. All right. So, Corey, you are lit up, girl. I can see energy and light coming from you. So, Corey, I am going to pass the ball to you. You've got 3 minutes. I'm going to pin you. And then you got 3 minutes. Share your vision with us and light us up. Corey is a top producer in the financial services industry. And then after she is done, I'm going to let her pass the ball to whoever she sees lit up. All right, Corey, take it away.
Thank you so much, Richelle. I'm so excited. Hi, everyone. I was a little under the weather for the holidays, so forgive me if my voice goes out midway. But I'm really excited to be here, really excited to share my vision, not just for 2023, but, moving forward as well. You could probably see behind me, that is my actual vision board. And as you had mentioned, Richelle, I'm in the financial services industry, and I know you guys can't see it very well, but I have so many goals that I want to hit. Is there a way for me to kind of share my screen? Because you guys will see something actually very interesting. Let me see if I can do that. I don't know if you're talking to me, Richelle, but you're muted.
So, Corey,
yes,
I can hear. So if you want to share something, there is a share button on the Zoom call.
yeah,
So click
but
on it.
yes, yes, I can
think I
see
have to
it,
give
but she has to
you.
disable it in order for me to share.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see if, girl, y'all be with. Okay.
So you click on share screen and you're going to see
Yeah.
an option to multiple share screens.
Okay. Okay, let's go, girl. I am learning something today. I don't know about you, but I'm getting something good out of this. All right, anytime. Oh, multiple share screen. Da-da.
Yeah, there you go.
I never used that button before. All right, go.
All right. I'm just gonna do this. Oh, there you go. Perfect. So you guys let me know if you see my screen.
It started.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Can everyone see it?
Wow.
Perfect. So this is my actual vision board, and I put it on my desktop because I felt many times that I've made vision boards before, it's just been in some, corner somewhere. I never get to look at it repeatedly. And one of the things that we've learned over the year is that you need to look at your vision repeatedly in order for it to manifest. And so I thought, let me put it everywhere, especially in the spots that I spend most of my time, which is really at my desk. So I have an actual physical board that's right behind me, as you saw before. And I also have it as my desktop background. I have it on my iPad, which is something I use very often. I have it even on my phone. So I'm constantly, feeding my subconscious and my conscious about my vision for the year and actually for life as well. So you can see in some of the areas here, I have some, career milestones that I want to hit. I've actually put the date for these things. I want them to happen in August of 2023. I want to build my team. I want to go to Paris. Paris is one of the places that I absolutely been dreaming to visit since I was a kid. I had the fortunate opportunity to visit Spain when I was 17 and in high school. It was a school trip. And I fell in love with Europe. And I said, my next trip is going to be to Paris. And so I listed all the places that I want to visit in Paris. I want to have more kids. I have a wonderful 5-year-old daughter, but I want more kids. I love being a mom and I want to be a wife. So, I listed all of the things that I'm looking for in my husband. I'm looking at my dream home. This is, an idea of how I would love the front of my home to look like, a list of everything that I want inside of my home. At the beginning of this year, I wanted a car. And, someone taught me a very, very valuable lesson about playing small. I wanted originally a Honda CRV because I am not that flashy type of girl. And, about 6 months later, when I kind of touched base with a girlfriend of mine who knew I wanted to get this car, her first thing after kind of, somewhat tongue in cheek, making fun of my journey, said to me, "So, did you get that car yet?" And that really hurt my feelings. And I didn't know how to deal with that until one day last week. Richelle and Mary, you'll probably remember this. Eric said, make your dreams so big that they can't say anything about it. And so I said to myself, well, you know what? I want a car, but let me get a G-Wagon, because who is going to talk to me about a G-Wagon? Right? So I put it on my dream board, and from my lips to God's ears, I'm going to have this vehicle, and then you can't touch me at all. So that's one of the things. And then the last thing I have under here that you can't really see very well, it's $1 million. And Richelle, I took everything that you've said about making $1 million, and I took that to heart. And so I put $1 million on my board.
Yes, I love it. Oh, everybody unmute yourself and give Corey a clap up. Woo!
Yay, Corey, awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Executive director, I love it. I love it. I love it. Girl, you are right on track. I can see you in that house. I don't know how many babies you want, but good luck with that one. I didn't put the babies on there.
Well, I put
Girl,
the
I'm
two
54
babies
years
there.
old.
I put the two
I
babies there
love it.
because
They're
I
so
love
cute.
being, yes,
Oh,
I love being
I
a
love
mom.
it,
So
girl. I
Bless me with
love
a
it.
boy or a girl,
I
whoever.
love it. I love it. All right, Corey, who you gonna pass that ball to, girl? Who's lit
Well,
up?
I
Now
I
listen.
see.
Oh, let me make a little disclaimer. You don't have to have a vision board. Yes, you are in the right place if you don't have a vision board. This part is just to inspire you. This part is just to raise our mental vibrations and raise our faith up, right? So we want to get, that's what the testimony service comes in first, so we can raise it like, oh, it works, right? So that's what this part is for. So if you don't have one, you're in the right place in the right time, and you're going to get some amazing nuggets. All right. So anybody want to raise their hand, or who do you feel like you want to pass that ball to?
Is there someone who wants to volunteer?
Anybody want to go? Ooh, silent. Chirp, 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 chirp. Okay.
What are we doing? Saying what we want our vision to be?
Yeah,
If we
just
don't
you
have
can
a
tell us a
board?
little bit. Yeah, even if you don't have a board,
Oh.
yeah, just tell us some of your goals or dreams or some of the things that you've set for yourself for 2023. Yeah.
Oh, well, I haven't put out a list yet. I'm still working it through in my mind.
Gotcha.
So hopefully by tomorrow it will all be on my board. I made up the board, but nothing is on it yet. So
Girl, by the end of tonight, you are going to have that board finished. I don't even know whether you're going to be able to sleep. All right. All right. So listen, is there anybody else who would like to go? Doreen. Yeah, I'm so glad I wanted you to go. Okay, I wanted you to go. Feel free to share your board and share your screen if you'd like, or you could just talk to us, however you'd like to go.
Cool. All right. I'm so happy to be in this space. Like I really didn't expect so much energy from this call and group. I'm so blessed and grateful to be here. I think it's meant to be. So I'm just going to flip my camera. So this was my vision board for 2022. Things I want to take forward are like Corey. Like I don't have babies yet, but that's me, my husband, the babies we would like to bring onto this planet, and that's my mom, where I want her to live with us for good. She's in India, and the faith I believe in, like that's a guy, his name is Sai Baba. I believe in him. So for me, faith is very important part of my values. And yeah, I want to take my business forward, where I'm a career coach. I help women to get 100K salary jobs. So, yeah. Yes. So I want to embark on that more, and I'm an adventurer. So I have done skydiving this year, and 15,000 feet from Mount Cook. More adventures. Yeah, and this is from Glenorchy, and yeah. So this is another sheet. So I have built in by quarters, but that was for last year. The amazing thing is I have learned how to the amazing thing is I have learned, well, between achieving these goals for me, what I have really learned this year, ladies, is that life is like, I come from an Indian Asian culture where we are always going for the next thing. I know. Can you just engage? Sorry, I just got guests all of a sudden. Christmas guests. So for me, life is just not about studying well, getting a good job, getting married, buying home, having children, and all of that. Yes, having children is important, but for me, what's important is to love myself, believe in myself, and there is more to life rather than just going through life like a rat race. And I realized that my culture and my mom influenced me a lot. Not in a very competitive way. You need to have children. You need to buy another house and all of that. So I was able to put boundaries between me and my mom, because I have to go through some surgeries to get pregnant. And that's planned for next year. So that is happening. But the most important thing is for me for 2023 is living my life to the fullest without any regrets, while having my faith, loving myself, and believing in myself, while balancing myself, my work, and my family.
All right, everybody, unmute yourself and give it up for Archie. Am I saying your name right?
Beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yes,
Archie,
Richelle.
yay! All right, ladies. So here, those of us who have had babies and those of us who have not, let's stretch our hands towards these women. Are y'all put your hands, stretch your hands towards them. We're just gonna speak a powerful affirmation over you. Everything, say everything.
Everything
Your heart desires
your heart desires
is already there.
It's
is
already
already there.
Let's say it again. Everything
Everything
your heart desires
your
Your
heart
heart
desires
desires
is already there.
is already there.
Now, can you see it in your mind's eye? Can you
Yes,
see
ma'am.
those children? Can you already see? Can you see what they already look like? Can you see their faces?
Yes.
Can you see it? Well, whatever the mind of man can see and conceive and believe, it's already there. I want you guys to say one more time before we move on. It's already done.
It's already done.
Already done. All right. So does anybody else want to go? Doreen, you're awfully quiet, and you can, if you're driving in your car, enjoy this. All right, so I am going to go ahead and share my screen, but I just want to give you just a few more seconds. Anybody, anywhere, okay? All right, so I'm going to share my screen, and my intent is just to share a couple of really powerful nuggets with you, something that I believe that you can walk away with on tonight, okay? Again, I have hit many visions. I still have many visions to come. I want to encourage you by saying vision boards are a process, a never-ending process. Because we were made in the image of the Creator, we are always going to be creating. Creation is a never-ending process. It only ends when you leave your body for good. And then I believe that it doesn't even end there. We were made to continuously create. So don't ever think that this is something that, well, I'll do it this year and I won't do it next year. No. You will always get fresh visions and always be updating those visions no matter where you are in life. So let's start with this question. What is a vision board? And sometimes people look at that and say, well, I know what a vision board is. But I want to challenge you a little bit today with the idea of what a vision board is. A vision board is a collage of images and words that you focus on daily. These images and words spark your creative imagination. So I just want you to sit there for a minute. When you look at your vision board, do you get excited on the inside? Does it spark your creative imagination where you begin to get ideas on how to get where you want to go? It also inspires you to take action towards your life's purpose. Everything that's been downloaded into you, I believe, has been downloaded into you for a reason. It's already there for you. Even though you may not be able to see it and touch it, it's already there for you. And I want to challenge you that by the time you can see it and touch it, it's old news. By the time it manifests, it's already old news. Now, what makes you say that, Richelle? By the time you meet the person that you were supposed to meet, you've already put in the self-development work to get there. So by the time you actually meet that person or have those children, you already have become that person. So you attract it. So now that's old news. Now you're a brand new person. So by the time it manifests, you are a different person. Are y'all picking up what I'm laying down? There is a law, a universal law. It's called the law of vibration. Make sure you mute yourself because we're being recorded. The law of vibration is science. Researchers have found that as your mind speaks, thought waves can be measured just as sound waves and light waves. I'm going to back up and say that again. Thought waves can be measured just like sound waves and light waves, scientifically measured. If you want to study more on that, you will be studying a science called quantum physics that says thoughts are like magnets. Think about it. When somebody is angry and you're walking down the street and that angry person walks up behind you, have you ever felt something weird go down your spine or felt a cringe on your shoulder? And then you looked around and said, wow, I felt that negative energy. Or as a woman, we're very sensitive and very intuitive. When a man is lusting after you, you can feel it as well as see it, right? That's the magnetic waves or the vibration of thought energy. So think of thoughts as an energy. And when you do that now, you've come to an understanding, a basic understanding of the law of vibration. So the law of vibration is both science, because it can be measured and tested in theory, and it is spiritual because it is internal and it connects with the all-knowing mind. So that's why people call God infinite intelligence, because it is the source of all knowledge, all wisdom, unlimited thought. All right? So begin to think about the law of vibration in those terms. The law of vibration is the first step to the law of attraction. First is the law of vibration. Second is the law of attraction. The law of attraction says, whatever the mind of man can believe and conceive, it can achieve. You will find this in the Bible, the Quran, the Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. You will find this in every deep book of wisdom all around the world from the beginning of time. The law of attraction. The law of attraction takes the law of vibration and it brings to you like a magnet exactly what you have absolute faith for. The law of attraction in spiritual principles is the law of faith. When your faith is instant, your manifestation will be instant. When your faith wavers, your manifestation will be wavering. So the law of attraction and the law of faith are one animal. So in order to attract the things you want, your vibrations or your thoughts have to be on the exact wavelength of what you want. Example, if you go to the Lamborghini car, a dealership, and you walk in there and you feel uncomfortable, then your thoughts are not vibrating on the same level as that Lamborghini. Ed Milet has a teaching, who's a success principle person. He says, in order to receive abundance, you've got to begin to treat yourself like a millionaire and begin to feel comfortable in abundance. If you feel uncomfortable around wealthy people, driving well in a high-end car, living in a high-end house, going to luxury hotels, if you in your inner man feels uncomfortable, then you are not vibrating on that level. A book called Psycho-Cybernetics teaches that you will never earn more than your self-image allows. Your self-image will sabotage you from earning more. It'll say, I don't want to go to work. I'm comfortable. And you will keep plateauing and hitting the same ceiling. So work harder on your self-image than you do on your goals. Because if your self-image says, I only need $100,000 a year, you could work and work and work and work and never earn more than $100,000 a year. Your income will never exceed your self-image. Vision board wisdom. Habakkuk 2:2. It says, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. It will speak and it shall not lie. For the vision is for an appointed time. Okay? And what is that appointed time? When your thoughts line up with what you see on your vision board. People say, oh, I hear people in the church a lot, oh, I'm waiting on God. And God's waiting on you. It's already there. Everything on your vision board, it's there because he downloaded it into you before you came to earth. Before you were dropped in your mother's womb, it was in you. That's the reason why you had to get it out somehow and put it on your board. So as soon as you believe it and you receive it like it's already done, it's going to manifest. What are the consequences of not doing a vision board? One of the wisest books on the earth tells us the consequences. It says, where there's no vision, what happens? The people perish. One of the major causes of failure, I heard a very wise person say, is lazy thought vibrations. Because you don't set a goal for yourself, somebody else has to set a goal for you. But because you were created in the image of God, you have got to have a vision in front of you to go after at all times, because that's the way you were created. So either you can do it for yourself, or you can be a slave to somebody else who's going to do it for you. So my high passionate recommendation is that you do it for yourself. Set the vision before your soul and keep your eyes on it until you, creature who was created in the image of God, manifest that purpose that he gave you, or she gave you, the universe gave you, however you call infinite intelligence. Tips. Now we're going to get into the practical how-to. We got into the science and we tapped on the spiritual part of vibration. So now let's get into the practical part, the how-to. So how do you start a vision board? The first thing you got to do is get quiet with yourself. Visions are what's already inside of you. So you've got to go to a quiet place and you've got to ask your inner being, what is it that I really, really want? Then you get quiet and then you begin to write and write and write. Sometimes you'll have to ask why. Why is it that I really want this? And write, because it's going to just keep coming to you. So the first step is to get quiet and ask your inner being, ask yourself, ask the God or the universal intelligence inside of you, what is it that I really, really want? Then, of course, you get a journal. Get your journal and begin to write. Keep your journal by your bed. Because when your conscious mind goes down, your subconscious mind, which is more powerful, will begin to take over. And sometimes you'll have to get up and write some more. Once you do that, create a work of art. A vision board is nothing more than a work of art. Don't limit how you create this work of art. Yes, it can be a poster board, but yes, it can also be a screensaver. It can be on your phone, your tablet, your cell phone. It can be in your bathroom. It can be your whole bathroom. Maybe you want to live in a beach home. So maybe you create a beach scene in your bathroom and you go into this space. And when you go into this space, you see yourself where you want to be. It could be your bedroom, creating your bedroom to look like the space that you want it to be. Maybe you want crystal in your mansion, or maybe you want this or that. Create your space the way you want it to be. So my challenge to you is take the limits off of what a vision board looks like. Companies make vision boards as a mandatory part of goal hitting. So churches, charities, they have everybody look at where the company is. And as the company grows, you get a chance to see the goals, right? So those of us who are managers, everybody here's a leader. You're leading other people. You set that vision before your team and said, look, team, this is where we are. This is where we're going. And every single week or daily, you show your team where we are going. Nobody wants to follow a leader who can't tell us where we're going. Add words if you like. Words aren't mandatory, but feel free to add words to your vision board. Remember, the goal is to spark your creative imagination, or to spark infinite intelligence. So the word needs to give you an aha. And if there's a word for a feeling, a positive feeling that you associate with that, then put that word on your vision board. Display your vision board in a prominent place where you can see it every day. Grant Cardone told us on a call a few weeks ago, he said, people look at their cell phone hundreds of times per day. He said, keep your vision on your cell phone, because every time you look at it, it drops into your subconscious over and over and over and over. And before you know it, you would have manifested it. So when Grant told us that, I changed my screensaver and my backdrop on my cell phone. So every time I see my cell phone, I see $1 Million Round Table, and I see a picture of an African-American woman standing in front of her Salesforce and mentoring her Salesforce. That's one of the pictures on my cell phone. So that was a powerful tip that Grant gave us. Read your journal before you go to bed at night. Why? You want those pictures playing in your subconscious mind all night long. Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between that which is vividly imagined and that which is real. So as far as your subconscious mind goes, you're there. Your subconscious mind only knows reality. You're there. So you want to play it for your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind will fight you and tell you all the different reasons why you can't do it. But your subconscious mind will not fight at all. So feed your subconscious mind every single night before you go to bed. Consistently update your vision board. Every time you grow, your vision board's going to grow. You're going to look back and say, I don't want that, because you've grown into another person. So you're going to have to update your vision board. Do this with your spouse, your children, and those that you live with every day. Let me tell you something. This is extremely important. If you have an intimate home relationship with someone, except maybe if you're taking care of a baby or a senior parent, even a senior parent, you want to make sure that they are in one accord with you so that you're not unevenly yoked. Someone who's not in one accord with you will yoke you away from the vision and the purpose that God or infinite intelligence put inside of you. Think and Grow Rich says, without harmony, without complete harmony with those who are in your mastermind group, your plans will fail. Let me say this a little bit more powerful and slower. Think and Grow Rich says, you can never achieve success unless you are in complete harmony with those that are in your mastermind group. The minute there's disharmony in your mastermind group, failure comes in. This is Think and Grow Rich, not Richelle. You must be in complete harmony with those that are in your mastermind group. Okay, a little bit of spiritual principle here, the power of agreement. Again, truly, I tell you that if two of you agree, touch and agree upon any goal on earth, it'll manifest itself. If two people agree upon one goal or one vision, it multiplies the power. Think about, you have a God force or a magnet, a visioning magnet here, and another visionary magnet there. The two people come together and they become unstoppable. That's why they call them power couples. All right. All right. Don't forget different goals. You may have to do different vision boards. Have a vision board for your family, your business, your company, community service, your fitness goals, the way you want your body to look, your relationship with your parents. You may have a strange relationship with siblings or family members. Redefine those relationships. So if you have some strife with a family member, but back in the day, y'all were good friends, you might want to put a picture of you and your sibling or your mother or whoever that is when you were back in the day on your vision board. And then you, because of the law of vibration, you want to send love to everyone that you are in an estranged relationship. And if you're in an estranged relationship with that person, when you wake up in the morning, you want to say, I send love to this one. I send love to that one. You want to keep your vibrations clean so that you manifest easier and quicker. Again, that was for somebody, I don't know who it was for. If somebody got on your nerves, you got to wake up in the morning and sincerely say, I send love to so-and-so. I send love to so-and-so, and then rest on it. Don't keep thinking about it. Just rest on it. Clean your vibrations. Create images that help you remove the barriers. What is your relationship with money? I used to be afraid to ask for large amounts of money. So I went to a vision board, a powerhouse, a mentor, and one of the things she had us do was create images that helped our relationship with money. And as soon as she did that, she took us through a meditation. I began to make $7,000 to $10,000 a week, where I was struggling at about $1,000 to $2,000 a week. So week after week after week, soon as I broke that old voice that said, money is the root of all evil, that old voice that said, you got to work hard in order to get money, that old voice that said, all those old paradigms, when I actually broke past those barriers, money became an easy thing, and I began to attract more of it. So what is your relationship with money? If you believe that money is the root of all evil and that rich people are just out to take advantage of you, and if you have all these negative thoughts towards wealthy people, and you have all these negative thoughts towards achieving and accumulating money, you can never be abundant, no matter how many vision boards you make. You must set yourself a course to overcome those money barriers. Remove the mental and emotional barriers. This was one of the images that the professional had me make and put on my vision board. It's a picture of millions of dollars circulating around me in love, millions of dollars moving through me to other people bound by a heart of unconditional love. My love spirit is what moves the money to and from me, from a place of love. So that is where I had to continue to put myself in the center of. What is it for you? Here was another one: the fear of writing large checks and paying for property. So she had us write these checks. So maybe you have to make your own note Maybe, okay, I'll give you this example. What is the guy who played in Dumber and Dumber? What's his name? Somebody unmute yourself and tell me the name of the actor that played
Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Yes. Jim Carrey and Oprah Winfrey had an interview, and you can look it up on YouTube. Jim Carrey told Oprah that when he first went to audition for Saturday Night Live, he was broke. I mean, like living in an apartment, no car, busted and broke. But before he went to his audition, he pulled out one of his checks in his wallet and he wrote $2 million. And he wrote a date 2 years from then, from the time he auditioned, and he just folded it up and he put it in his wallet. And he kept it in his wallet for 2 years. He went and he made the audition for Saturday Night Live. And then 2 years later, he was casted in the role for Dumber and Dumber. When they hired him, they gave him a signing bonus for $2 million. And when he pulled out the check on his wallet, the date they gave him the money matched the date on the check in his wallet. The power of making your own notes. So I don't know what it is, your house, your mortgage, child's education, a retirement savings plan. I don't know what it is. Make your own note. Okay? Your car. Marvin Mitchell and a few others told me, he said, I rented a Lamborghini and I made myself drive it once a month until I was no longer nervous driving it. Now I own it. But what did he have to do? He had to cross the barrier of being nervous about driving that car, that low self-image. He had to cross that barrier before he was able to actually purchase and own the car. So what is it for you? Go to the house, meet the real estate agent, take the tour. What does it feel like, smell like, look like, taste like? Go until the nervousness goes away, until you feel like this is where I belong. Where I am now is not where I belong. This is where I belong. One of the things I know that I'm still working on is I want to be married, but I'm working on my trust for men. I grew up in a lifestyle that showed men in a negative light. So that before I can be married, those strongholds and those visions have to go. So on my vision board, there's a picture of my husband. Underneath it, it says, trust. So what word is it that you need to put on your vision board that's going to help you get through those mental and emotional barriers? All right. So now the last thing we're going to do is a very powerful exercise. We are going to do a 5-minute meditation walk. And we're going to take a walk through our future self on your vision board. All right. So, ladies, did you get anything out of that?
Yes,
That was awesome. Thank you.
All right, unmute yourself and give me some love. Selfish. I'm taking it selfishly taking it. All right. So, what we want to do, our key, am I saying?
Yeah.
Do you do meditation on a regular basis?
Yes, I do.
How often do you do it?
I was doing like when I was in my day job, I was doing regularly, but I didn't had a job since August, so I haven't been practicing it for 4 months. And yeah, yeah, and I'm also scared of getting into meditation because uh, I'm very intuitive and I don't know, at the moment, not much, Richelle.
You were going somewhere, you backed out of it.
Do you
Yeah,
feel your body traveling?
yeah, like I feel like there is this highest best version of me always calling me, like I feel this. And I'm like, this year was very tough, like dealing with family and dramas back in India and come back and deliver a big project in New Zealand. And I want to let it go, but every time I want to do something big, I'm an artist as well, my soul just screams, no, no, I don't want to do this. And and same with spiritual books or meditation or art. Like I have reached a point where I'm too scared to tap in that at the moment. And and I don't know whether it's, and I have realized while listening to you, Richelle and Corey, is that I think it's the comfort of um, being in a stable job and earning money and just trying to relax, because I just felt like this whole year or whatever my life was so far, it was just this hustle, 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 and I want to do it. And my soul is like, no, I have done enough. I'm not doing this hustle, hustle, hustle anymore.
Well,
So
let
yeah,
me just tell you, just based on the principle of vibrations that I've learned, your soul is right. You're not supposed to be hustling. You're supposed to be receiving.
yeah,
So the
yeah,
whole thing that's telling you that it's hard, your soul is
yeah.
resisting that. And that's
Yes, yes,
absolutely right.
yes. And it doesn't want to do anything new. Like what I have learned is it just wants some ordinary, normal life. It's like I have done this. Have you wanted to be a senior project manager and earn whatever? You got a home, you got your husband, your mom is going to be here soon, whenever that happens. Yeah, yeah, it's like it just wants to watch Netflix, sit on the couch, get fat, all of that, eat food and get fat. And
Does
now I'm
anybody
like,
does anybody have any words of encouragement for Archie?
Um, I don't know if what I'm gonna say is words of encouragement, but just to know that um, I've been at that place before,
mm,
and it's like a internal tug of war.
mm,
There's
mm,
a part of you that feels comfortable and wants to stay in whatever that thing is, and then
yeah,
there's this voice that is just so quiet that says, no, but I need to do more. This ain't it. And I just wanted to share with you something that happened to me 3 years ago.
mm,
And I think everybody can appreciate that, especially Mary and Richelle, because they know the person that I'm going to be speaking about.
mm,
3 years ago, I went through what is called a spiritual awakening. God has always been a part of my life since I was a child. Like, both of my parents are Christians. We always went to church. But there was a part of my life, which I think is true for most people. You kind of walk away from God, so to speak. You try to figure out the world on your own, and you experience things, and then you find that moment where God is calling me in some form or fashion. And that happened to me 3 years ago. I walked away from a relationship that happened to be with my daughter's father. It wasn't an environment that I needed to be in. And so when I moved out on my own, all these really weird things started happening to me. And I was speaking with a friend and she said, "Girl, you're going through an awakening." I was terrified.
Wow.
So I understand the fear. I was terrified. And she said, "No, no, lean into it." And I took her word and I leaned into it. And one day I was standing in our city's train station, waiting at a coffee shop in line. And I heard this person say my name, and the hairs on my neck stood up because I hadn't seen this person in over 10 years. That person happens to be mine. But when I turned around, he wasn't there.
Wow.
So I'm saying all this to say that, what you're going through right now, you may need to go through. Nothing happens by accident. But, what I pray for you is that you receive that revelation and that deliverance from whatever it is that's got you feeling stuck. Because I know what that feels like, to feel stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And look at it now. I was a little bit stubborn because that was God speaking to me, saying, reach out to this man, and I'm saying this in retrospect, he's going to help you change your life. And I was just being so stubborn because I hadn't seen this person in over 10 years. And I didn't know what to say, how to start looking for him. We start to create all these excuses for ourselves when it was just as simple as going on Facebook, typing in that person's name and seeing if they have a profile. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And reaching out to them, right?
Yeah, we do that to ourselves. And so once I got over myself, I typed in Facebook, I looked for him, and it happened to be on his birthday.
That's awesome.
So,
Doreen, I feel like you want to say something. Doreen? Okay. All right.
uh-oh, we lost her.
But maybe she's coming back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So, ladies, what I wanted to do was just to have you listen to the sound of your breath. Oh, there she is. She jumped back and she said, "Oh no, I'm coming." She jumped back. So what I don't know. I just, Doreen, you there? There she is. She's tapping in. I just felt like she really wanted to say something there. Hey, Doreen, you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. I lost audio, so I couldn't hear.
Yeah. Was it something you wanted to say? I felt like you wanted to say something.
I kind of basically went through some kind of experience, like when I meditate, and sometimes I feel my body like leaving, and my meditation teacher had told me, like, when that happens, to kind of like open my eyes, because sometimes your body can travel. But I kind of feel for myself that sometimes, I guess it's just being afraid of not knowing what's next, right? And so I kind of hold myself back, and I feel that once I let go, things will start happening in the way that I want it to, but I know that I'm the one that's holding myself back. Because I kind of feel the same way, where, it's like you want these things, but, you're sitting there and making excuses and watching Netflix and things like that. So yes, I am guilty of that as well.
Listen, you guys, it sounds to me like everybody's guilty of that old voice that tells you you have to work hard to achieve success. When success is really already there for you, you just have to receive it. You have to receive it. We've all been told, if you don't work hard, you won't get it. Yes. When reality is, it's there's a million ways it can manifest itself for you. You have to
Mhm.
sit back and receive it. What I want to ask you all to do is I want to ask you to breathe and picture yourself. And I want you just to focus on one goal. And I don't know, and let it be what you really, really want. For me, it's going to be my house. So I'm going to take a walk through my house. For you, it may be, I don't know, maybe it's just playing with your children. For you, it might be receiving your executive director reward. Or for you, I don't know what that thing is that you really, really, really want. But what I want to ask you is, I want to just guide you through some breathing, quiet your mind, and close your eyes and take about 2 to 3 minutes visualizing yourself already there. Are you guys okay with that? Are you okay? So, Mary, what's going on there? What are your thoughts?
I was just thinking that what you just said about not working towards or not working for it,
Mm-hmm.
already there. I thought the opposite. If you want something, you have to do something.
But
It's
you
not
do
just
have to,
going to
but
come to
here's the
you.
catch. Inspired work. Not just work for work's sake, but inspired work. That's the law of vibration,
Mm-hmm.
which means I'm excited about where I'm going. That's why I'm up at 2:00 in the morning making this presentation, and I'm excited. You feel what I'm saying? It's the
Yes. Yeah.
excitement and the
Okay. So
joy.
that was missing. Inspired work. Okay.
Inspired work, not, oh God, I don't want to do it. Because what happens with the thoughts? Thoughts are things, and thoughts are vibration.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, when we get on the phone and we call people, like, oh God, I got to make these phone calls. What's going to happen when you call Jeanette with that vibration?
Mm-hmm.
She might hang up the phone on you. She might hang up the phone. I have been cursed, with the wrong vibration. You feeling what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
So you got to get your vibrations, your thought vibrations, to the inspired level. And then your work becomes easy. You have sweatless victories. You see what I'm saying? So if you have a goal, I want to see 10 people and sell 5 every week. Oh God, I got to see another person. Then that's when you need to just chill out, maybe just reschedule it. And you need to sit back, go watch Netflix, have a cup of coffee, breathe. Don't go seeing those people with the negative vibrations. Can you get with that? I hope so.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
because I want to save you a lot of
It's
drama. I've been out in the
logical.
field.
It's
I've
logical.
been out in
Yeah.
the field seeing people since 1992.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been kicked out of government buildings. So I've done all of that. So, all right. So, ladies, what I wanted to do, only with your permission, and I just want to make sure I don't feel the resistance, because I felt a little bit of resistance there. So that's the reason why I stopped. Right?
From me?
No, not from you. Not from you. Just, I wanted to just make sure that we were all on the same page. So what I was going to ask you to do is just listen to the sound of your breath and allow me to take you through a guided meditation, and then visualize yourself with having the thing that you really want to have in 2023. So, does everybody know where they want to be in 2023?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I
You
certainly
do?
do. Out
Okay,
of
so
the
you know
stand apartment.
Okay. All right. So is everybody with me? All
Yes.
right. Okay, ladies. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the light in my room. And if you want to do that, feel free to do that. Okay. So feel free if you want to lower the light in your room.
Oh,
It's
okay.
up to you. It's absolutely up to you. A lot of the light.
Your light is still bright. It's same way.
Yeah. If you have a way to make yourself comfortable in your chair, like for example, I am just going to take off my sweater here. Okay. And now I want to just tell you that you're in good hands. I am a certified yoga instructor as well, and I teach it every week. And I'm also a spiritually grounded, ethical person. So you are in good hands. What I want to ask you to do, though, is right in your chair, if you could sit back. So I'm going to guide you the way I've guided senior citizens. I've taught senior citizens all over the DMV. At the end of my chair yoga class, I take them through a guided meditation. And some of them have said, I don't know how I can live without it. So just to give you just a little bit of credentials there. So I want to ask you to put your feet, come scooch to the end of your chair and put your feet flat on the floor first. Okay. So you want to sit up nice and tall and feel your sits bones connected to the chair and your feet flat on the floor. All right. So if you're right at the end of the chair there, you want to make sure your glutes are on the chair, but about half of your legs are off the chair. And then from there, I'm going to ask you just to lean back on an incline and then scoot your hips down towards the end of the chair. You should be in a nice, comfortable position. If you have arm rest, go ahead and rest your arms on the side of the chair. If you don't have arm rest, I want to give you, I just got a change of direction. I want to ask you to put your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your belly. I want to ask you to bring your head down just a little bit so that you don't feel any tension in your neck. Relax your cervical vertebrae. So the cervical vertebrae are the bones in the back of your neck. I want to ask you to relax your shoulders. I want to ask you to close your eyes. I'm going to have you tap into your chi or your life force with a technique that we call look, listen, and feel. I want to ask you to feel your chi with your hands. So when you inhale, let your chest and belly lift and feel that lift moving through your body. And when you exhale, feel your chest and belly collapse. So you're going to inhale and exhale. Now I want to ask you to look or watch your chi with your eyes closed. I want to ask you to see your chest and belly lift and collapse. Inhale with your inner eye, watching your chest and belly. Exhale. Watch your chest and belly lift and collapse. The third part is to listen to your chi. I want to give you the option to listen to the sound of your breath moving through your body and block out all other thought. If a thought just comes to your mind, go ahead and receive that thought. But as you quiet your mind with your inner ear, just listening to the sound of your breath, look, listen, and feel your chi. Breathe naturally. Don't force your breath. I will be silent for about 60 seconds, and then I want to guide you through a visualization meditation starting now. Now, with your inner eye, I want to ask you to see a picture of yourself in the mirror. See yourself standing in front of a mirror, looking into the image of yourself. Now, I want to ask you to mentally see yourself in the month of January 2023. You're going to take a walk. See yourself walking through January 2023. Then February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Now you're in December of 2023. Take a deep breath in and exhale. With your mind's eye, where will you be December of 2023? What will your life look like? In silence, visualize yourself December of 2023. Good. Now, ladies, I want to ask you to slowly wake yourself up by wiggling your toes. Good. I want to ask you to come up nice and slow, sitting up nice and slow. See an imaginary string lengthening out of the top of your head. Let that lengthen your spine in an upright position. Take a few deep breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe naturally. Good. I want to ask you to slowly come back to the present moment. Good. All right. Ladies, I want to ask you to take a deep breath in as you inhale, raising your arms above your head like you're waking up in the morning. Stretch like you're waking up in the morning. And then as you exhale, bring the arms down. Let's take another deep breath in. Inhale, the arms go up. Good. Big old stretch. Good. Exhale and bring the arms down. Good. All right. Good job. All right, ladies. Does anybody want to share anything that they saw in their meditation? If not, I'll share with you what I saw. Anybody want to go first? All right, I'll share with you what I saw. I saw myself in my brand new home. I saw a giant Christmas tree with a red bow. I saw a tall brown man giving me gifts. And I saw a chocolate puppy dog playing with it all around the tree.
You like dogs?
Yes, a puppy dog. It was a puppy. And I saw my son so happy about the Christmas gifts that he was getting for the year. But I saw my future husband. He was tall and brown, hug me and kiss me on the head. So I had a wonderful, wonderful vision. And I just closed my eyes. I didn't force the vision to come. But the first thing is when I went to December 2023, the first thing I saw was this huge tree with a red bow. And then everything else started to come and fill itself in. All right. Does anybody else want to share what they saw? And if you don't have to, then only if you're excited about sharing it. Yes.
I saw myself pregnant with my husband. It was like,
With twins? You said twins?
yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
I know, and all this fear about what is it going to be next couple of years, or I was like, life this year was easy and smooth. Life is not that hard, I'm like always thinking or worried about what's the uncertainty about the future, the unknownness. But I was like, yeah, it's fine. Just it's okay. There's a good vibe.
I love it. I noticed you took your hair out. You did your chi, you warmed your palms up, you washed your face. And I was like, wow, maybe I should do that. But I was like, no, she's having a personal touch feel moment in that vision. Anybody else want to share anything that you might have saw? Hopefully you saw all good things.
I don't know, my vision wasn't clear because, my mother has a TV on and I was just kind of, distracted.
Well, I want to invite you to.
I need to do it again.
Yeah, my son is yelling because I gave him the new Mario Brothers Super Ultimate game, and today is his birthday. So he was like, yeah. So I had to mute it. But I had went there beforehand and I just made up my mind I was going to stay there while he was yelling. But I teach yoga and I've taught it in different places. So I'm used to, blocking out crazy
distraction.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I would do, encourage you to do, Mary, is when you lay in your bed tonight, just before you doze off, go ahead and do it. You write down your vision. What do you really, really want? And then lay in your bed and begin to, and let it come to you. All right. So I would definitely.
So it should align with your vision. Okay. So your subconscious, you know what you want. So when you have your
meditation,
your meditation, then it should, whatever is in your subconscious should come out, right?
Yes.
And that is what one of the things you should put on your vision board.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, for example, I set my intention. So I said, I want to see my house. Right. So when I go to 2023, I want to go into my house. I already knew that. And then as I began to breathe, so you have to let go of conscious thought. If you don't let go of conscious thought, you won't be able to get there. So the way you let go of conscious thought, oh, I got to fix dinner. Oh, my mother's in there, put the TV on. That conscious thought is by listening to your breath. So then you listen to your breath until you let go of conscious thought.
Yeah, my daughter has been trying to get me to do it, and she even bought the meditation mats. I mean, the cushion, everything, and I haven't done it,
Yeah, and it'll help you sleep through the night too.
You can try meditating from like YouTube at night. If you
Yeah,
have like
she sent me all
earplugs,
of
you can
those
listen to that.
things.
That's how I
She sent me
started.
that.
Yes. As a matter of fact,
I just haven't gotten to it.
I have a gift for everyone. If you can text me your email address, I have a meditation, a special meditation, 8-hour meditation visualization gift that I like to give to you. It's not on YouTube. It's not available. I can only email it to you. So if you'd like it, I'm going to give you my cell phone number now, and then you can text me your email.
Do you want us to put it in the chat?
You can put it in the chat. You give me your email. You can private message me in the chat in your email, and then I will email it to you, the meditation. Okay. Anybody else? I love that you saw yourself pregnant. Anybody else? But I would definitely say you have to let go of conscious thought. And then once you actually let go, sometimes it doesn't take very long at all. Then the picture will come to you. It'll just come to you. You're like, oh, I like that. When it comes to you, you got to receive it. Like, oh, that's a pretty tree. That was the first thing that came to me. Oh, look at that red bow. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh, he's nice looking. Oh, look at the doggy. You know what I mean? Oh my,
So what is the purpose? If you know what you want to put on your vision board, the meditation is just to do what? To calm you down?
No, it is to your subconscious mind can't tell the difference between what's vividly imagined and what's real. So by constantly feeding your subconscious mind those visions, your subconscious mind will plug into infinite intelligence and download into you the people, the places, the things, and the plans to get you there.
So this should be done on a regular basis.
On a daily basis.
Daily.
Daily basis. So you have your vision board and you you script out your day. You script it out. Okay. And then you go ahead.
So, how you talked about having two people harmoniously looking towards the vision. So me and my husband are those people in the house. My mom is not here. She lives in India. But whenever I share, my mom is very nosy about babies. Like she wants to know everything. And parents are loving, but they can be the most annoying people on earth. And
I've lived with this one for 25 years. Oh my God.
So I love my mom, but she just wants to know everything about, like, I do tell her things about my life. Like, yes, this
Why
is
is she
really
coming?
Sorry?
You want her to come?
Yes, she's the only parent I have, and I was raised by my grandmother. My mom was working two jobs to support me and the rest of the family, and I did build a home for her in India. She's fine there, but there's fear of COVID and old age. I just want her to be with me. Yeah, but maybe in an extended house rather than in the same house. I don't know. I
Yeah,
just leave it.
that might be a good idea.
Yeah,
Yes, take
yeah.
it from me, my dear.
Yeah,
Thank you,
definitely.
Mary. Thank you. So, Richelle, like my mom drops these vibes on phone where it's completely comparison driven. Like, oh, this neighbor's daughter is having a granddaughter. Oh, this auntie at the temple is going for the fifth grandchild. You know, all this garbage I have to hear. Like every alternate day, there is some melodrama. And some days, on good days, I'm fine. I have a laugh. But on not so good days, where me and my husband are really trying, it hits you pretty hard. And I'm like, I did put some boundaries. I told her this is not you cannot raise this topic. Only I can raise it, and you are a person who is not in the driver's seat, and you're an audience, and that's it. Some days are good, but some days are like, she doesn't behave like as if I owe it to her. And I'm a sensitive child. I'm the only child, and people who have only child, like people who are only child, their mother's love is crazy love. Like there is a meter between sane and insane. My mom's love is insane. So I'm like, I know what you're saying, and I know you mean good to me, good. And she prays a lot for me and my husband. And I was like, but sometimes it's too much. All of this is too much. And I just want to put my phone on aeroplane mode where she can't reach me, and she calls my husband when she can't reach me. And now now at the age of 55, she's learning to be independent. She came out of her home. She's going through her own struggles as an adult. And
Yeah,
I am the parent. Like that's how I felt my entire life. Like I'm the parent in our relationship. She's
right.
never the parent. I'm the one who is always counseling her, motivating her, encouraging her, helping her see the light.
Yeah.
um
Yes,
yeah so
definitely.
so how do not block those vibrations, but there is only so much I could do as a daughter.
Well, I'll tell you, because my son went through some emotional challenges similar
mm,
to your mom, just going through puberty, growing 2 feet in 12 months, I want to say 24 months.
wow.
So going from a child to having pubic hair, divorce, just from a size 9 to a size 11 shoe.
Wow.
So I don't think it's a lot, of different, and then it's just me and him. So he went through a lot of emotional changes. And the only way, and then I'm building a business and, doing what I'm doing. The only way I do it now, and he's grown, he's a completely different person this year because he watched me do what I'm telling you do. And now he's doing it. And I don't even know him. He's so mature and stable now.
Wow.
Because of watching me do, I'm sure, and then starting to mimic. Now he even cleans his room. His bathroom is sparkling right now. It's amazing. So, but one of the things I do is set your intention in the morning. Get your vibrations up when you're laying in the bed in the morning, before you see them. Before you see them, you set your vibrations. So there's a spiritual guru that I have, and she talked about, she's not Christian, but she talks about the vibration of Jesus Christ and how he healed people. She said that he vibrated so high that when he came into other people's presence, he raised their mental vibrations to believe that they could be healed.
Mm.
And the way he did that was by setting his intention early in the morning. The Bible and different wisdom says Early in the morning will I plug in. Early in the morning will I tap into source energy. Early in the morning, I will be tapped in and tuned on. Before I can help anybody else, I have to be plugged in. So that is the only way, because every day we're going to come in contact with people that have low vibration.
Yes, yes.
Right? But we
Yes.
have to be high. Like Michelle Obama says, when they go low, we go high. We have to come off high. And then going to sleep at night and programming your subconscious mind at night and in the morning. You have to be tapped in, tuned in.
I was told also, I'm sorry, I was told that it's best to meditate between 3 and 5 in the morning. Sometimes, like when your body wakes up at 3 o'clock, that's a good time to meditate, and to always do it on an empty stomach.
Well, I don't know about the
timing.
And the thing I shy away from is the do it at this time, do it at that time, have this list of things you have to do, because I allow infinite intelligence to speak to me wherever I am and wherever I go, wherever. I believe that I'm in control of my own time, that I am an extension of source energy. So, and source energy doesn't know time, eternal. So since I'm tapped into eternity, it can be right now. You know what I mean? And I do my business that way as well. So if I want to take a nap at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, okay. But guess what? I have appointments on a Sunday. When the appointments come, because I'm in control of my time. But I don't want to go too far on that because, but that's just a whole nother level. But I want to say, just to answer your question, for me, is being tapped in when I first open my eyes. So I go to the bathroom, you know what I mean? You're still free. You're not legalist, like, I gotta do it. Anytime you get into that beating yourself up, I gotta do it now. I gotta do it at this time. I gotta do it. You get into beating yourself up, that's when you go wrong. That's when your vibrations go down. But you get up, have a drink, and then tap in. Just tap in. So does that help?
Yeah.
Something else. What is it?
To some extent it does help, but I have to talk to my mom I love talking to my mom every day. And these vibrations of my mom, it's like I need to be in a space to pick her up. And as you said, sometimes I'm not in a good space, and I work in a very competitive environment. I'm really hoping this new job is everything I ever dreamed of. So fingers crossed.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Anytime you have a bunch of people of all kinds of different mentalities around you, you know what I mean? It's going to be what it's going to be. But listen, ladies, anybody else want to share what they saw in their meditation?
I could share.
Yeah.
I had started off with where you had started with the year in January, and I already had a picture in mind of what that thing was, but it actually turned into something else by the time I got to December. And so I feel like that was more of my subconscious coming out and not so much of what I was, consciously focusing on. So I saw myself in front of my building that I'm currently in right now. I'm holding hands with my daughter. I'm also holding hands with my partner. And we were looking back at the building, and I got this sense that I was saying goodbye. And then it kind of flashed into the inside of my apartment where I sit, and it was empty. So I feel like, I don't see my new home, but, that's kind of like where it led to.
I like it. Woo-hoo. Awesome. I love it, Corey. I love it. Meditation works. What about you, Doreen? Have anything to share?
Interesting enough, I guess when I went to the end of the year, I saw myself interesting in a wedding dress, but I'm already married.
Well, maybe. Oh, I don't want to mess with that.
Renewing vows. Vows.
Right. That's what I was thinking, Corey.
Look, I'm not putting anything on it, okay? Only you know. Only you know,
Yeah.
sis. Only you know, sis. Only you
Yeah.
know. But that's amazing. Okay, what else? This is good. I'm glad I asked you. This is juicy. I'm leaning into this. What else?
That's all that it was me there with my children, and I was under a tree, and I was there in my wedding dress, and the gentleman that was there, which is not my husband now, but that was interesting.
This
Oh,
is getting
Doreen.
juicy. I'm glad I asked you.
That's your subconscious mind there.
This is juicy.
I think I'm gonna go with
Yes.
Richelle and say we ain't gonna touch that.
Sure, it's juicy.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. I feel like going, what do he look like, sis? What do he look like? Dang, gone. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Well, all right, ladies, it has been a pure plum pleasure. Thank you so much for I believe one of the most precious commodity we have is our time. So I want to
Yes.
thank you for the time that you spent. I know that it was worth it. And I know that in 2023, we're going to manifest those things that we imagined. I did take a picture of a screenshot of the chat. And Doreen, I will get you that meditation email tonight.
You didn't see mine?
Let me see. Mary.
Yeah, I sent mine private.
Did you? Oh, wait a minute now.
Me too.
Oh, because I probably sent it to everyone.
Yeah, you did.
You did. You did. You did send it to everyone. Hold on. Richelle. I'm looking. I'm still learning how to do this, y'all.
You want me to send it to everyone?
Hold on. Let me see. Let me click on. Oh, I see them. Okay, I have to do my laptop. I can't. Oh, I see them all. Okay, so let me take a picture of everybody's email, and I will turn on a nice movie and relax as I send you all this amazing meditation. Boom. All right, so I got them all. Yep, I got them here.
So how long should you meditate? Like 15 minutes?
Yeah, it should be 15 minutes in the
15
morning.
minutes.
15 minutes in the morning. But at night before you go to bed, have at it. Sometimes when I'm journaling, I write down, and sometimes it just gets good. It
When you're
just
writing?
yeah. When I'm writing, and it just
What are
starts
you writing?
coming.
Like what happens in a day or
Just
what
the
you want to
vision.
happen?
The
Or...
vision just
Oh, the
starts
vision.
coming.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the vision for my business and ministry, my life, revelation knowledge.
Then after you meditate, you write
Yeah.
after? Oh, what came to you? Oh,
No,
okay.
For me, I start with a list of gratitude. So it's just writing. I have a list of gratitude to guide me into gratitude. So I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for I just list all the things. I'm grateful for my relationship with my son, this. So I read my list of gratitude first, because an attitude of gratitude is the beginning of plenty. Gratitude gets you into the presence of infinite intelligence. And then I'll read my list of things that I love. I love helping people with tax-free retirement. I love this. I love that. I love. So that gets my mental gratitude, and listening to things I love gets my mental vibrations up. Right. So then after that, sometimes I may stay right in the gratitude and things just start coming. And I'm grateful for things that I don't see. And that's when it just starts coming. So it's just starting the momentum of gratitude and the momentum of love that gets you in the high vibrations and gets that vision going. And I read that every single day. Sometimes I wake up and people are texting and agents and this, that, and the third, and I'm still in my pajamas. And before I get on my first Zoom call, I'll go back to my journal and begin to read my gratitude and my love list. And then if somebody got on my nerves, even if it was a manager or an agent or my son or whatever, before I, let go, I send love. I send love to my ex-husband. You know what I mean? I send love to my son, send love to my mom, because you, even though you love things happen every day. So if there's some kind of messiness going on, I send love. And then that releases me. And it cuts all that,
Okay, that's
yeah,
a good practice to get into.
Yeah.
So,
well, all right. Any other questions for me? You
Can I ask, so what made you decide to like leave the insurance business before and then coming back in?
Something called chargebacks. The market dropped.
Oh, yeah.
Were you in the insurance business?
I just started in February.
With who?
Xperia with Mary.
Okay. I was about to recruit you, girl. Yeah, girl,
we're starting to recruit her.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
I want to work that bitch. I was like, of course. Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah. So chargebacks, the market fell. And I was in South Carolina. People started lapsing their policies, and it was either get a job or be homeless. And that was my mentality at that time. At this time, because my vibrations are up so high, the policies that I write, I can wipe out those chargebacks with like 2 or 3 policies. With tax-free retirement and annuities, it just takes one of them bad boys a lot of times, and that's gone. That's problem solved. So
sorry, Doreen.
Yes,
I have a client for you. You have health insurance, right?
I do, but I've never written anything. I believe I need extra training on that. I did take my I did pass, but yeah, I got my license for it, but I haven't done anything.
I
well, all right, ladies. Blessings.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Richelle.
Next year. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Richelle.
Happy
That
New
was
Year.
fantastic. Thank you,
Okay,
ladies.
Arky, all the best with your mom.